my people of Swaziland, iyaqina indzaba ye-dialogue. Akusiyi-dialogue le. It's not going to happen. And if it happens, it's going to be bullshit. You must understand the rules of engagement. You should have given 20 demands already by now. It's okay, these are the 20 demands for us to have a dialogue. But you're begging. This is not dialogue. You're going to beg Makhosetive. One, there must be no political prisoners in prison before there's any dialogue. But Temtandeni must be released. All exiles must return home. You cannot sit down and go there, put demo, and think you're going to sit and talk to Makhosetive without a list of demands and conditions. But those are the rules of engagement. Could say all political prisoners must be back home. All prisoners must be released with immediate effect, and they must be given the village assurance because they won't be arrested again. Okay? And you have a demands of what you want immediately. So then you're going, we just want dialogue, we just want dialogue, we just want dialogue. Emaswati. I mean, you have not been exposed to anything. Any dialogue under intense pressure. You have no leverage. So if Makhosetive, that's how I know I don't want to dialogue, then what? Then what? You can't do anything to him. And the international community is looking at you. They want dialogue. Okay, yeah. Give the Swazis dialogue. Give the Swazis dialogue. What are you going to say in the dialogue? Oh, Nkosi, please give us free. Oh, Makhosetive Doubtsin. Oh, okay. Please give us free and let's share power. And Makhosetive will say, oh, okay. I give you free. Here, here's free. I give you. Let's share power. Really? I mean, I don't understand. You want to have a dialogue for what? For what exactly? You have no set of preconditions. You have no set of demands. We are born as Maswati. You are very disappointing, man. And Jobang, you have no leverage. Okay, what pressure are you going to put on King Mswati if it does not show up at your dialogue? Because I know Mswati very well, and I can always tell you, Mswati is not going to sit on the table and say, oh, I come to the table. Without a few government people go there and tell about Amla. And that's it. And it's going to be the end of it, the so-called dialogue. Stop talking about this dialogue nonsense. Form a GNU. And let's raise money. Raise money on the U.S. side, even in Congress. And we'll bring people here, a delegation, to come and present a formal case to the United States government that's going to apply pressure on King Mswati and the European Union. You have not started working there. Dialogue. We just want to have a dialogue. A dialogue. About what? Mswati has all the cards. What cards do you have in your hands? ANC had cards in their hands. And they hold the international community behind them. And they were applying pressure on the Mapunu. Then we have not applied no pressure on King Mswati in terms of international community. None. United States ambassador asked how are you going to govern the country. Not one Swazi has come forward. Serious. They just want freedom. Okay, you want your king and you just want your freedom. Okay, Makhosetive will give you free. Makhosetive will just say, here, I'll give you free, let's share power. Really? You think Makhosetive will share power with you? You think Makhosetive will sit down at a table with you and negotiate away his power? You're mad. Okay? You're very naive people. And what is the offer and compromise? But when there's a negotiation, there's an offer and compromise. If there's a political settlement, you must give Makhosetive something. So what are you going to give Makhosetive? Or you're going to remain a king? We want to keep our culture, like Mbandlela says. Because you are our culture. You Swazis are hilarious. You're very hilarious. Yeah. I mean, and you must understand what a constitutional monarchy is. Mswati will remain firmly in power. You'll have a prime minister there that he'll have the power to sack. You'll have the members of parliament that he'll have the power to sack. So, that's why let's just apply pressure. We want a republic. Stop saying we want a king, we want to remain a kingdom. Those two things are not reconcilable, to be honest with you. And President Inkosi yakhona ayinamandla kangako. Makhosetive, he's scaled down his powers. You sure? All these things that he owns, they will remain family in his hands, and you'll have nothing. You'll have like South Africans, no land, freedom. Freedom with no land, you don't own your own land. Belung, they own all your land, and you call that freedom. And you're still living in shanties on top of each other. Belung, they own all the land, and you call that freedom. There are no jobs. You see? Okay. It's up to you. Go ahead and have your dialogue. And it